Welcome to What's Going On. What's Going On is a new effort of Children's Futures to highlight the positive contributions of those people living or working in the city of Trenton and the greater Mercer County region. Today on our show, we have Mr. Harold George, President of Trenton Alumni Chapter of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. Thank you for being on the show, Mr. George.
Thank you so much for having me.
Now tell me a little bit about the Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity.
We're an organization that's been around since 1911, and one of our primary goals is to give back to the community, develop youth for future leadership positions.
And I know one of the ways that you're doing that is through a new program called the Guy Right Program, or new to me. Now the Guy Right Program really helps positive role models, or really provides positive role models for young men in the city of Trenton. And in my opinion, we're lacking a lot of positive male role models. So how is this program addressing that?
Well, what we try to do is stay in constant contact with young men ages arguably from 5 up to 21. Wow. This year was the first year that we began with the younger kids in something called Reading Adventures, and really there we're just trying to develop young boys' interest in reading and talking and communicating. The high schoolers, we call our Kappa Leaguers, the emphasis is a little different there in that we're really trying to develop their leadership skills, show them how to run meetings, etc.
So what are the ways, I know that the program really hones in on the leadership development skills and what you spoke a little bit about. Can you expound some more about the leadership development element?
Absolutely. Through a grant with Junior Achievement New Jersey and Capital One, if it's okay to mention our sponsors,
absolutely,
because
absolutely.
They did provide fundings. We have a component of components, I should say, of case studies that prepare young men for interviewing techniques, customer service, entrepreneurship, and financial fiscal responsibilities. So we work through those 4 components throughout the year and expose the young men to those things.
Now, can you speak a little bit about the fraternity brothers, about their professional backgrounds that are working with these young men?
They are varied, quite frankly. We have engineers, we have business execs, state employees, law enforcement, and we have entrepreneurs, self-employed individuals as well.
Now, I know you said that it starts from the age of 5 all the way up to 21. Now, how long can a young man be in your program?
You know, most of the young men, after they turn 18 and graduate from our program, we don't see them as involved in the program as much, but there have been a number that have gone on to become members of the fraternity as they've matriculated through college and they've joined the fraternity. So we love to see that when they come back as brothers.
Now, I know you have so many other service activities that you do. I actually was a beneficiary of one of your services, which was a college tour that the Kappas hosted, and it's one of the reasons I went to college. So what other service activities are you all involved in other than the Guy Right program?
Well, we try to support a number of the other local fraternities and organizations, period, throughout the greater Mercer region. We participate in HIV walks annually. We participate in the health screenings that Delta Sigma Theta sorority has as part of promoting better health in the African American community. We also have been involved with the Heritage Days here in Trenton. It's not just fun and games, there's actually a mobile health screening van there, and we've been a sponsor of that, making sure that that was available to the public for blood pressure, diabetes screening, etc.
Now, who are your other partners? I know you mentioned the Delta sorority, but who are some other partners that you work with?
Well, we have had some joint ventures with the Pan-Hellenic, which is a combination of all the Greek letter organizations. Voter registration drive has been one of the things that the Pan-Hellenic Association has concentrated on. And also mentoring is one of the things that they're hoping to get off the ground. We've raised money to have fingerprinting to and do background checks of prospective mentors in the schools. So we work closely with the Pan-Hel as well.
So if someone wanted to be involved in, I know you mentioned several other service activities, but if someone wanted to be involved directly with the Guide Ride program, and which you spoke a little bit earlier about, how would they go about that?
Are you talking about from the parents and students
Yes,
aspect?
from a parent's perspective.
Each year, we begin with a new class, so to speak. The people that are still in high school, of course, participate up until the time they graduate. But incoming freshmen, for the Kappa Leaguers, we have an interest meeting the third Saturday in September every year. And the purpose of that would be to provide informational materials and videos for parents so they can take a look at something that their children might be interested in.
Mm-hmm. And you also have a website, I believe.
We do, TrentonAlumniKappas.com.
And a Facebook page.
We have a Facebook page as well.
Oh, wow, you guys are busy. So there are several ways that someone can contact you. It's either through the third Saturday of September, right? And then we have the Facebook page, and then you have the Trenton Alumni.
Trenton Alumni Kappas is the website.
Trenton Alumni Kappas. Okay, that's excellent. Now, what are some other upcoming things that are coming up for the Kappas that you wanted to highlight today?
Each year, and one of the big things that I didn't mention is we provide scholarships to students every year, $2,000 scholarship to 2 individuals that are selected based on their performance on an essay. And the funding mechanism for those scholarships has been what we call our black and white ball or Kappa Casino, because it's a combination of the two. And that's this Saturday, June 9th. So we're looking forward to that, raising some monies to give back to the community, because that's what we're about. Then after that, we have our annual Kappa Cookout, July 15th. The community at large is more than welcome to come. It doesn't cost you anything.
And where's that held?
At the Princeton Country Club, right off of Route 1 up in Princeton, New Jersey.
Okay. And then you also have a big convention coming up as well.
Well, we had the pleasure at Trenton Alumni, and it's been a while for Trenton to host. We call Kappa Alpha Psi is broken into regions that we call provinces, and we will host a province council for the Northeastern Province, which runs from Delaware to Maine and also includes Germany. We host that next March, so we're looking forward to a lot of work to do on that.
Yes, it's a lot of things upcoming for the Kappas. Now, I wanted you to speak directly to the people. There are a lot of young men or a lot of men in our community that may not be involved in a fraternity but have a desire to impact a young person's life. How can they go about being a positive role model in everyday living?
You know, what I think, any man in the community, there are various opportunities for you to participate in a young men's life, whether that's through church events. We have a number of after-school programs here in the city of Trenton that you can go and volunteer. Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts. One of the things that I did for a period of time was coach Little League Baseball. You have Pop Warner football. Just get involved. The young men appreciate it, and you'll never regret utilizing your time in that regard.
Thank you so much, and I thank you for being on our show, Mr. George. I hope you'll come back.
As soon as you invite me, I'll be back.
Good, good. And thank you for tuning in. Join us next time for another edition of What's Going On.